Kingz, y'all ready? I said, let's do it. It's the channel Black Podcast. 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 We back.
Let me tap the mic one more time. Is this thing on? I said, is this thing on? Yo. Hey, Greene, what it is, man?
We bite. We in the smoke environment.
It's the Channel Black Podcast. It's
Uh-oh.
the Channel Black Podcast.
Breathe,
It's
man.
the Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast. Yo, that's the instrumental for the throwback. I know I had the intro queued up, so she'll be playing. But what's happening, Kingz? How y'all doing, man? It's been a minute since we've been on the recording behind the mic, and we virtual. I'm saying we virtual and visual at the same time. I know the people like, what these Negroes look like with white beaters on and everything. They just don't know. They just don't know. What's up, man? How y'all been?
Black Air Force Ones and all.
We wearing white beaters to protest domestic violence.
That'll work too. That'll work
White,
too.
white beaters against white beating.
For sure. If I tell you the shirt I had on, I was like, yo, I gotta take this. I'm not recording with the shirt on, and I ain't have time to change, and I was running late, and I had on. So what I'm gonna tell you is real quick story. I have a police Broward County Sheriff's T-shirt that I wear when I'm traveling. I need this when I'm traveling. Y'all know when you're traveling, if you get pulled over, you want to be affiliated with somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I usually travel with this Broward County T-shirt on, and I got washed today, so I had to pull this out the bottom of my drawer. So I was wearing this today, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be riding nowhere and recording with the BSO. I know disrespect to the BSO. It's just
They got some
I'm not
good
going to
ones
be
out
walking
there.
around. Yeah. I ain't want to be riding around with BSO, but I usually have on the BSO when I'm traveling. So if I get pulled over by police, they think, oh, he represents. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna kill him today. That's all. The only goal is they're not gonna kill me today. I'll take the ticket. Just let me live. So
I'm curious. How often that work?
I don't know. I've never gotten pulled over with it on. So this is all in theory.
Okay.
So hopefully this is hopefully I don't have
Let me know how
to.
that work out for you. Whenever that situation comes up, we'll have a podcast about it.
Got you. Hopefully I'll be here to tell you. Hopefully I'll be able to tell y'all about it.
Yeah.
Nigga, that kid with the Blue Lives Matter T-shirt on.
No. I mean, listen, the BSO is as close as I'm gonna get with it. But King, what you been up to, man? I know the people want to know what you been up to and what you got going on, man.
Work, man. My job, they finally got wise. They started paying me enough not to have to do no more podcasts. We made it. We bite.
We were trying to get there, but nigga, we made it.
What about you, Greene? Tell the people what you been up to and what you got going on.
Man, I've been traveling the country, seeing different things. No, man, I just been grinding, man. Work hard, man. That's about it.
That's what's up.
We bite.
That's what's up. And I be all over the place. So if you didn't know, now you know. But now we back on the Channel Black Podcast, man. It's 3 Kings, 3 different views, and we right back on it. So we ain't gonna waste no more time. We're gonna get right to it. So today, I figured we could talk about these vaccines, man. I think I've been hearing a lot of people talking, like it's been high discussions on people going back and forth. Yo, you dumb if you get vaccinated. You dumb if you don't get vaccinated. What's y'all take on this vaccination? And obviously we're from Florida. We know we got this Florida governor, DeSantis, and he's out here about to get sued from all these people for trying to do things his way and not the medical way. But again, I want to hear y'all opinion on what's going on and how Florida represented in these vaccines and how people approach it. King, I'm gonna start with you.
Okay, let me start off by saying, hello, I'm King, and yes, I am vaccinated. And I've been called stupid for being vaccinated. But let me tell you what I've not been called. I've not been called stupid by a scientist. So until that day happens, I'll just be a regular stupid nigga. And my feelings about it, like I had to have a conversation with my 8-year-old because apparently his mom had a conversation with him about, you know, being vaccinated, and she's very natural and all of this stuff. And, you know, he was like, well, Daddy, I don't believe in the vaccination and this and that. And believe it or not, me and her were very anti-vax when it came to him and the immunizations that they constantly tried to feed him as he's growing up. But when it came to this, man, I've seen enough death to know that whether you like it or not, people out here dying.
Yeah.
And regardless of how I feel about it, my personal ambitions and resources is I can either be around for my kids or I can't. So I explained that to him in that context. I said I got vaccinated for you, not for me, because regardless of what you think about it, you're gonna still need a daddy. And I'm not a scientist, nor was I a scientist prior to COVID-19, but I don't know what the answer is. But
so
I
you
do
figured
know
you rather do something than not do nothing.
right. Because at the end of the day, I'd rather be mad that I did something than disappointed that I didn't do anything.
I got you. What about you, Greene?
Now, I've been going back and forth with this since last year when COVID started. The whole process of vaccination and the vaccine and getting vaccinated or not getting vaccinated. I'm not vaccinated. I don't have a problem with anyone that decides to vaccinate themselves. I too see death out here. But I don't know, I'm still stuck in limbo. I guess I'm still weighing out all the options. I see death from people that's being vaccinated or that have the vaccination. So the fact that the vaccination doesn't stop you from getting COVID, and I'm not sure if being vaccinated with this new variant is more lethal to you, I guess I'm thinking. Because I see a lot of people that are vaccinated starting to wear masks again. So that brought into the question, like, I'm not sure. I'm still, still weighing all the options. Still listening, still learning.
I got you. Well, it's fun. I'm happy. We got these three together because we got one vaccinated, we got one unvaccinated, we got one in the middle. Because
what you got? One shot and quit?
I got one shot. I got one shot. I gotta
what
go
gas
back
station you got it from,
one.
bro?
I gotta get my. But I was with Greene as far as not. I literally just got mine like a week ago. I wasn't going to get it. I had no intention on getting it until maybe later. Like I wasn't against it. I just thought it came out kind of quick, and I wanted to see how things go first. But I had a coworker of mine, and first I'm gonna say this. I wasn't telling nobody, yo, you dumb if you get it. I was just like, yo, I'm not sure. For me personally, because I know I felt like everybody's different. Every body type isn't the same. So to give everybody a general shot, I was like, yo, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how my body gonna react to it. And the next thing I know, I'm one of them people that, yo, I'm messed up because I got vaccinated when I was fine. I was fine before. But I had a coworker that I was very close to. Let me rephrase this. I mean, I say had. I have a coworker that I'm very close to, and he got COVID, and he got COVID, was in the ICU, And when I found out he was in the ICU, I ain't gonna lie, I got scared. I mean, it was definitely a scare tactic. I went and I got the shot that was on my lunch break. I parked my truck on the side and walked over to the tent and got vaccinated.
At 7-Eleven?
No, no, it was by the Wendy's. It was actually by the Wendy's.
They got the 4-for-4 vaccine.
It was definitely by the Wendy's. And they definitely gave me some cookies. Nah, they didn't give me no cookies. But yeah, man, it was for me, it was like my wife is vaccinated, my eldest son is vaccinated. I mean, I respect, like, my wife wanted to do it. I wasn't never gonna tell her not to. I just had my reservations for myself. But my thing is, now I feel like a lot of people are vaccine shaming people if you get vaccinated versus people like, it's like, yo, you got vaccinated. You say you dumb as hell. You just know what the government done did to you. You know the government done did this. They done put this the Tuskegee Airmen. They done did this. Like, those things are thoughts, and I get it. Like, don't get it wrong. I understand all that, and those have definitely been my reservations too. But what do y'all think about these people, like, really just going, like, people are losing friends. This is like politics. People are losing friends for people who getting vaccinated.
Well, I think what a lot of people are doing is just trying to consequentialize getting a vaccine versus not getting a vaccine. And I see a lot of duality about what's happening. First of all, I agree with what Greene said earlier. I understand both arguments. I much do, and I don't shame or disshame anybody. Like, I didn't take the vaccine so that I could throw it in somebody that's unvaccinated's face. Just like people who don't get the vaccine so they could throw it in people who are vaccinated face. But I see a lot of people that are saying, if you're my friend and you don't get vaccinated, then we can't be friends. And then I see people who say, if you do get vaccinated, we can't be friends. That's their personal choice and their personal opinion. I don't feel like that's very productive for the situation at hand. And I think it creates a climate, scientifically, the same environment that we had politically, where it was like Trump or Biden. You know what I mean? Like what we've had for the past 4 years, where people were so far on one side or the other side that you had to be mindful of the company that you were around. And so yeah, like I said, I understand both sides, man. And if you choose not to get it, then you got to deal with the consequences of that. Because if I got it, I have to deal with the consequences of that.
Yeah,
I could grow a third arm out of the middle of my chest. And then, them unvaccinated motherfuckers looking at me laughing and shit like that. I'll be like, well, bro.
Hey, tell me this though. Why is that the go-to? Why everybody be like, you gonna get I think that's the go-to. I keep hearing. Yeah, if I get vaccinated, I'm gonna get a third arm. Like, why is that the go-to?
Futurama, that's why.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, hold on real quick. Sidebar real quick. I want to get y'all opinion on this. Since you brought up Biden and Trump, we used to always hear a lot about Trump. I don't know. You can tell me this. It seems like it's been very quiet in the White House. Is things getting better, or you think being that it's back to the status quo right now?
Greene, you want to jump on this one?
I mean, it's back to the status quo. The president is doing what the president's supposed to do. You don't supposed to hear from the president. We had a celebrity in the White House before, and celebrities do what they're going to be. Celebrities do what they do. They're going to be seen. They're going to be heard. Biden is doing what he's supposed to do, working behind the scenes. You don't hear from the president. You don't see the president until he waving at you, getting on Air Force One, taking off or something. You feel me? So, I mean, that's just what we grew up with. What I'm used to seeing is what Biden's doing. I think President Celebrity came around with Obama, but he had a more positive vibe on the country. So everybody, you were more excited to see him or happier to see him But prior to Obama being the president, I don't remember presidents being seen as much until Trump, Obama, and now Biden is back in the White House, and it's like I'm not used to seeing, like rarely see the president. And on the other topic with the with the vaccinated, unvaccinated, if a person decides to be your friend or not be your friend because you vaccinated, that means they weren't your friend in the first place.
I agree with that.
But that person keep pushing.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. Well, hold on. I'm gonna ask you this real quick then, since we talking about that. Like you both, Greene, you married King. You in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. All right, you got kids. You got kids.
Urban Code.
Yeah, my fault. I got a call. I forgot to turn on my do not disturb. This I got to turn on do not disturb. Had a call come through.
That was a plug, Greene. That was a plug.
No.
In the middle of the channel, man, he
We had a sponsor. I didn't even know.
I like it. I love it.
That's that subliminal.
Channel Black.
Catch it.
Check them out.
Didn't even catch it. But no, yeah, definitely check them out. But listen, if you you got kids, but all of us have kids. We with this vaccination versus non-vaccinated. How would y'all feel if your significant other, or your kid's parent, your kid's mother wanted to vaccinate your kid and you didn't want to? How do you deal with that?
That's a conversation to be had. I mean, I kind of feel like it's part of the new world order, man. You know, chip everybody up, put the chip in you, go ahead and get your number. But if it's
what's the benefit of the chip though?
I'm not.
They got the chip right. They got the chip right here. Like we carry this everywhere.
Yeah, we've been swallowing the blue pill for a little over 2 decades now.
I mean, this chip right here. I mean, you in the bathroom.
Right now, you can throw that bitch away though, the chip inside, and you can't do nothing. You gonna cut it out when you Total Recall?
I mean, I don't know. You muted yourself, Greene. Oh Lord, the boy done agreed. You about to say something prolific. Well, you muted yourself, Greene. What you saying now? You about to say something real prolific. I don't even know what you said.
It was prolific too, bro.
Well, what about you? Why King thinking about it? Why Greene thinking about it? King, how would you take that where you want to vaccinate or don't want to vaccinate, but your kid's mother wants to vaccinate your child? Well, how do you handle it?
It would definitely be a discussion that we need to have for whatever reasons. And I mean, that's very, very much a tough one, but we live in tough times, bro. And like right now, it takes a lot of, we making life decisions every day.
Every day.
So, like I'm in a situation, like my oldest son is old enough to make decisions like that on his own. And my youngest son is not old enough to be vaccinated, but I know that his mother is anti-vax. And I don't know. I feel like it's a strong contradiction that I'm seeing, because think about the summer that we had, man. Think about when the vaccine came out, and then businesses started to open up, the numbers started to slow, they started closing testing facilities, and things slowly start to transfer a little bit back to what we consider normal. And then the Delta variant came out, and a lot of the right turn a lot of that hard pivot that we had with the numbers going down and this and that was due to a lot of people getting vaccinated early on. And then the Delta variant kind of shifted that dynamic. So people who were unvaccinated, I felt like were reaping the benefits of a lot of people that were choosing to be vaccinated early on. And I don't know if this is true. I don't know the numbers. I don't know the statistics, but I know that when we came out of quarantine and things started opening up, it wasn't just the vaccinated people that were taking advantage of going to nightclubs or going to parties or going to this or going to that. It was very much everybody. So now that the Delta variant is back is here, and now things are starting to slow down again. I kind of understand the argument that like a lot of vaccinated people say, I signed up to take the risk for the greater good, and now we're being pulled back to from whence we came, uh, because of those that are unsure. It's like we're all unsure. We're unsure of everything. And I think Chris Rock said it best, man. He was like, he said, we don't know what's in the vaccine. He was like, man, I don't know what's in Cheerios.
That's real. That's real. That's real. And I must admit, that was my. Go ahead, Greene. My bad.
You can read the Cheerio box. Ain't no reading that shot. They just gonna
Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. So much stuff on the cereal box. You be like, Bravo, Liffit, Tissy, Pitsy. What?
I don't think Cheerios get that deep, but I feel
I don't know.
You gotta Google it
No.
to find out what's in Cheerios. But I mean, what I mean is that we consume, and we deal with things every day that we don't know the scientific method of discovery of any of it. We just kind of enjoy life and go with it and hope that it doesn't, impact us greatly to where it affect our quality of life before we get a chance to enjoy it. And unfortunately, COVID is very much one of those things. So we have a hard choice. Now, I do feel like since we're having a conversation about COVID and we're having a conversation about drastic and dramatic climate change, I've always felt like those two issues kind of went hand in hand because of population control. And now I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to let a virus like this sweep across the world and eliminate a lot of the population, to reduce the impacts of climate change. And I'm gonna let you speak, but I just want to say this. I think it's ironic. So I read a lot of Dan Brown, and I've read everything that Dan Brown has written except his very last book, which I have a copy of, and I started, but I haven't finished it. The book that I read last of his that I finished in its entirety was a book called Inferno. And he actually wrote that book about climate change. And I think it's funny that I've never heard this book referenced when he's such a popular writer, like we heard Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons. But the book was literally about a scientist that was so anti-population that he went underground and created a virus. And like all Dan Brown's books, there's this mystery and this thriller aspect of it, where the guy he makes these like videos and he threatens the world and says that, oh, I'm going to release this virus on this and that day. You got to figure out the math and what he's talking about. And this is where it makes a real hard turn from most Dan Brown books. Most Dan Brown books solve the mystery before the destruction happens. This book comes to the climax, and you find out that not only were they too late to stop the virus, but they were late by about a week. So, and then it was showing that everything was done to make it seem like it was going to happen long after, when it happened long before, to get everybody on this wild goose chase, so they'll be looking left while he was doing his thing on the right. Now, this is one point about the book, though. So the virus in the book was not a virus that was based on Dante's Inferno. That's why they called it Inferno. It was supposed to be like disease and famine and all of these things that were killing humans. The disease was not like that. The disease simply made a large portion of the majority of the population sterile, so they couldn't have babies. But I think that it was interesting because there were so many similarities between this book and what happened leading up to COVID. And you know, there is speculation out there that this thing was created in a laboratory.
I mean, I think that has come out. They say that it did come out by laboratory. I forget the Wuhan. Wuhan. Yeah, I know someone. I know it was Wuhan.
With everyone.
Yeah. So yeah, that's for sure, man. Yeah, we don't want to dig too deep because we definitely know we could go back this. We go back and forth on this all day. Before we get up out of here, y'all want to touch on anything since the people haven't heard us in a minute. I know I'm excited to get back. And we definitely got more to come. But for sure, we want to give y'all a taste of what I did it. A taste of what the
Shameless plugs, just shameless.
No, that came off the tip of my tongue so easily. I guess because I've been doing it for the last year, because that's how long we've been gone. We've been away for a minute, but I know my host on the other side is very happy that I slipped that one up. But just a sample of what the Channel Black podcast. If you've never heard us, this is the topics that we discussed. Three different views. We got King Greene, and we got myself, Irv. And we touch on whatever's going on from three black men working, some married, some single with kids, trying to maneuver through life in this country the way things are. So if you like what you hear so far, stay tuned because we got more to come. All right, King, you got anything for the people where they can find you, how they can get what you got going on? Because you a whole comedian out here in the streets. I seen you was just doing some comedian things the other day.
I had a pop-up show, man. The members of the yacht club found out that I was a comedian, and they had me do a show, and I brought a bunch of people out to make them laugh, and it was a great event. I got very well paid.
That helps.
But other than that, man, I'm really not doing much. I got the call today from the Improv. They want me to come do my thing over at the Improv in Dania. They're opening up next week.
You close. I like that. I'll be there.
Yeah.
You tell me the date. I'm there.
So yeah, I'm. It's crazy, man. We back in the day when we first met. And I started building that momentum, and I was doing all of that on my own, bro. Like, one of them things, just too naive to know any better. I was like, how do you do a comedy show? You do it. And I just never thought, I thought COVID put an end to that, and it was like a little dream that I had that I just kind of let fade, and then people catch wind and they believe in you because they see something in you. So it was like I had to build that momentum on my own, and now somebody else picked it up and ran with it to motivate me with the same thing that I motivated myself with. So it was beautiful, man. I even cried the day after when I was looking at all that money that I made.
Amen to that.
I spread it out on the bed, and I was texting him, and I was like, y'all sure? Y'all good?
Hey, don't come back now. Once I got this, I ain't giving it back.
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, I felt uncomfortable, bro. I'm walking around with a backpack full of cash, and I got paranoid, bro. But I put it in the bank. So, but yeah, I mean, just catch me where you can always catch me on IG, seeing what I'm up to, and rehashing the podcast was something that I wanted to do because I felt like this was definitely a good voice, and it was a stress reliever, outlet. And plus, it gave me the opportunity to commune with y'all. And I got a few friends, but not a lot. So, it's nice that, y'all supported me when I was doing my thing and coming up. So, I want to make sure I put in as much effort to bring it back.
We appreciate you coming back, too. Definitely, for sure. It won't work without the three of us. Greene, tell the people what's going on, man. I know the people been waiting to hear from you, man. Talk to the people, let them know what you got going on, how they can find you, and and all that other good stuff.
Nothing.
This nigga, bro, man.
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. I'm still getting acclimated. Just moved to Lakeland, actually. So I've been up here a couple of months, still getting acclimated. Ain't ran into no bad times yet. Been traveling for work, doing a couple of things here and there. I'm headed to Vancouver, Washington on the 19th, so I'll be taking off up out of here. Other than that, though, man, I'm just, always gonna be green, man. All I can do, baby.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's a lot. That's a lot right there. You talking about all you do is be green. That's a lot.
Hey, all superheroes don't wear capes, baby. But I see 3 in front of me right now. Keep grinding, fellas. Keep your head up. I know we ain't got no man groups we can call motivate us or whatever the case may be. But we always here for each other. Yeah, you ever need to talk anything to that nature, holla at me.
For sure. And then for myself, I slipped up earlier, so I might as well just go ahead and say the whole thing. We got another podcast with Irvin Cole with my host AmSoul. We talk black business. It's South Florida's very own traveling podcast, getting to our community one business at a time. So if you're a black business, if you support black business, check us out. We interview a lot of dope businesses in the community. We out in the community. Just the same thing as the Channel Black podcast. We out in the community too. And I'm happy. I must admit, I'm happy that the Zoom is available, because now we can actually. I'm where I am. I'm home in my bedroom. You can't tell because I got this nice background. King is in his home doing his thing, and Greene is in his home in Lakeland, and we are able to do this. We are able to continue to do this. So thank goodness for technology. And Urban Co has definitely been we're approaching a 1-year anniversary. So I've been doing Urban Co as long as we've been doing the Channel Black podcast, but September will make 1 year. And I want to say that's about as long as we've been away from the Channel Black podcast. So this is gonna be real interesting. So this is gonna be real interesting trying to make, because I think we took a light break as well. And what do? I come over here and try to make this happen. So we coming back Urban Co in September. So but I still think we can make this work. This virtual space is definitely cool. So check us out on the Channel Black podcast on IG. I think we got a Facebook. I think it's called Channel Black. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I ain't checked the Facebook probably over a year. So I want to say it's still there. I just don't know what's on it. But the Instagram, I know we check, pretty often. So hit us up on the IG if y'all got some topics y'all want to hear, or y'all want to send us something that we could talk about later. For sure, do that. Or you can hit us up on our personal IGs, and we'll go from there. So we appreciate everybody for tuning in. We're not gonna be before y'all long, man. We just want to touch these topics, and then give y'all an opinion, and we out. And then we out of here. So on the way out, if you haven't already, man, subscribe, comment, share, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Yo, shout out to Nipsey, man. Nipsey birthday. That was the whole reason we even started doing the podcast.
No, can't believe
so, hey, shout out to Haiti. Damn, earthquake.
And
earthquake, man.
12.2 magnitude. That's something serious.
Yeah, man.
Check on your people,
crazy.
man.
For real, man. Sapase, talk to the Haitian, man. I hope I ain't just get denounced from Haiti, because I probably butchered that all the way up. But Suzu, I don't know what I just said. Yeah, I'm in trouble. All right, we gonna get up out of here. Appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all on the next episode for sure.
We bye.
And we gone.
Be safe, stay dangerous, all that.
Kingz, y'all ready? I said, let's do it. It's the Channel Black podcast. It's the Channel Black podcast. It's the Channel Black